Really, I could just say my high is the Cowboys won and keep it going, but there's obviously more to it than that. Um, hmm. I guess I would say for my low is, man, I was just having some real trouble getting out of bed this morning. Like, really. Like, so tired. And I actually went to bed fairly early. Well, not early. I mean, really anything after 10 o'clock isn't really early anymore, but, it was earlier than when I thought I was going to do it. But again, outside of the fact that my Cowboys won, my high is, I got to watch a lot of football and spend the evening with my folks. That was really great. I finally got my zucchini bread. I'm happy now. And I can't believe I haven't talked about this mom food yet that I had last night. I must have had this particular mom food for like years. Although it does remind me, my act of kindness was I also helped make dinner and, set the table for, when we were ready to eat. I pretty much just helped make the mashed potatoes that we had. That was really cool. So I have a lot to go over today. So first I can start with the NFL picks, then go to the Mom Food Chronicle, and then I'll talk about the One Piece manga chapter. Go. Happy Monday, everyone. Okay, so let's talk about. Actually, no, I'll do the chapter, then I'll do the Mom Food. How's that? Okay, so let me get one thing ready to go. Hold on, I did that wrong. Okay, so I was 1-0 going into this week. So Ravens and Browns 2-0. Panthers and Bucks 2-1. Bengals and Falcons 3-1. Cowboys, obviously, and Lions 4-1. Giants and the Jaguars 5-1. Commanders and Packers 5-2. Titans beating the Colts 6-2. I forgot. The autumn wind is a pirate. Blustering in from sea, with a rollicking song, he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold, and the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down, and laugh when he's conquered and won. So I was right with the raise money, and I just lost my place. Hold on. 1-0, 2-0, 1-2, 3-2. 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, 5-2, 6-2, 7-2, 8-2 because the Jets beat the Broncos. 8-3 because the Chiefs won. 8-4 because the Seahawks won. And 9-4 because the Dolphins won. So, hooray, 9-4. Okay, so let's see. There's still one more game tonight, so I'll save the pick for later. But let's see. I'll save that for now. Just, I'm typing it in a Word document so I remember what my record is at the end of the year. Or end of the season, I should say. Okay. So my pick today, let's see. Yeah, I'm picking the Patriots over the Bears, which seems very misleading considering I'm wearing a Bears jersey. But yeah, I'm picking the Patriots over the Bears. Now then, I have a One Piece manga chapter to read, if I may. Oh, there's gonna be a break next this week. That's lame. Okay. One Piece chapter 1064. Egghead Labophase. Which also reminds me, yes, I'm very well aware Hunter x Hunter's back. I've never actually read Hunter x Hunter, so that's not really my thing. But for those of you who are fans of Hunter x Hunter, I hope your patience was rewarded. Let's see. Okay. Okay, looks like the fight is still going off, picking up where they left off between Blackbeard and Law. And, ooh, Law's doing the re-room again, just like what he used on Big Mom. And the amputee thing, and he used that stronger. Okay, very nice. I mean, it's good that Law is telling his crew to get away. That's a good idea. Oh. Okay. Yeah, the Heart Pirates are actually stepping up. Nice. Okay. Okay. Very nice. Okay. And the Heart Pirates are really stepping up, especially when there's one meme, right, where it shows like a picture of the Heart Pirates all together, and it says Heart Pirates 100% power, and then it just shows a picture of Trafalgar Law Heart Pirates 99.9% power. Basically, it's dissing the crew, and considering that they barely did anything, if anything, during the raid on Onigashima, that makes sense. But here, okay, we're stepping up. Oh my god. That's true. See, the fact that the Blackbeard pirates now have Devil Fruit powers means if they fall into the sea, then it's over for them. So the Heart Pirates are thinking, why not just sink their ship? Even if they find a piece of land where they can live on, they're not going anywhere. That's brilliant. Oh, there's a Charlotte Pudding site, which... Okay, so the cover story has been following the fact that the Blackbeard pirates had captured Pudding from Whole Cake Island. This is the first time that, like, a cover story and the actual chapter itself have, like, coincided with one another. Okay. All right. I love that how Navy headquarters is getting wind of this, and Sakazuki's dude, you wanted to be the fleet admiral, and all you can do is just sit there and wait for something to happen. But it's the Joe. Actually, the world nobles wanted Sakazuki to be the leader. Oh, say back on Egghead Island, okay. Oh, okay. So Bonnie decided that to keep the pacifista robot off him, she decided to change everyone's ages. Okay. Alright. Oh, Jime's a kid. Jime's a kid is adorable. I like that. Oh. Sorry, I'm a little tired. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Oh, there's a lightsaber in One Piece. They have lightsabers in One Piece. Oh my god. That's so cool. And Oda actually is a Star Wars fan. In fact, I think it was when episode 7 came out, One Piece did like a cross promotional thing. But yeah, there's lightsabers in One Piece now. We really are in truly great times, aren't we? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Oh, it looks like the rest of the crew, the Straw Hat crew, is going to a Sky Island. Alright. Oh yeah, Frankie wasn't there for Skypiea, was he? Okay, that's really cool. And now, oh, cool. The Straw Hat outfits look amazing. That's so awesome. Oh man, this is a good chapter. Now I really don't feel. Of course, I would speak too soon because it looks like Vegapunk is literally predicting his own death, and he's talking to Dragon. How do they know each other? Well, looks like we gotta wait 2 weeks to find out. Okay, that was awesome. That was a good chapter, and I'm really glad that they picked up the fight. And I mean, here's the thing: I still don't think the Heart Pirate. I want to call them the Law Pirates. They're called the Heart Pirates. The Heart Pirates, I don't think are gonna win because, of course, that would make too much sense for the plot. I mean, best case scenario, even with Van Augur being able to teleport to wherever they are, I think best case scenario is that they get away. But they're not going to win. That's just my 2 cents on that. Now, let's get into the Mom Food Chronicle I was going to talk about today. Man, it feels so strange. I haven't done a Mom Food Chronicle in quite a while. But, so, for years, one food that my mom would make in the crock pot, or slow cooker if you want to call it, would be pork chops. But these pork chops were different, because I've had pork chops lots of different ways. But the pork chops I'm referring to is, in a slow cooker, my mom will put the pork chops in, and she'll put in sauerkraut, raisins, and apples. Usually there's nuts in there too sometimes, but I didn't really see any walnuts. But I think she may have used the walnuts when trying to make the zucchini bread. I think that's what happened. Not that I'm complaining. I mean, it still works either way. And it was so funny. Normally when my mom makes this, the cut she uses will essentially just be, pork chops. And the problem with that is, because it's in a slow cooker, it winds up becoming so tender that just trying to scoop it out of the bowl that the crock pot is in, it all completely breaks apart. This is the first time my mom actually used a different cut of pork. It was a pork loin. And, trust me, it still fell apart. But at least you could actually, take it out of the crock pot and put it on a plate for you to, cut it up or whatever. Then it started breaking apart. But, for what it was still really good. And, I mean, here's the thing. No matter what kind of pork you use, it's going to be on the dry side. So you really got to make sure you get, a whole bunch of the sauerkraut and the raisins and the apples and, all the juices that come out of that. And then put that on. That's when it works. And last night, that pork was just so fall apart tender. Holy cow. I mean, for better or for worse, this is definitely a mom food staple. Obviously, the worst comes from the fact that, it does tend to be a bit dry. But then again, you have like juices and stuff to put on there, so that's good. And I also had mashed potatoes, which, yeah, it's mashed potatoes. Who don't like mashed potatoes? And, right, I was about to say, let's be real here. We're going to be coming up to a point where we're all going to complain about how long and cold winter is. And trust me, I'm not necessarily looking forward to that. But I do know that considering that we are in, slow cooker soup making season, stuff like that, warm casserole dishes and whatever, I know for a fact I'm going to be having slow cooker pork very soon. Oh, not very soon, but I'd say, when would my mom make it again? I get the feeling like this will be the last time she makes it for this calendar year, and I suspect she'll make it at least one more time before winter is over. I know technically we're still in fall, but bear with me. So I'm thinking at least 2 more times before we're out of the we're out of the cold winter months, I suppose. I mean, anything more than that, then I'll be happy because I really do like this. I really do like this food. I mean, pork loin was good, and again, it actually all stayed together as I was getting it out. But again, it was so fall apart and tender that trying to cut up slices of it, like it completely broke apart. It was still really good though. And I mean, pork, sauerkraut, and apples, that's a match made in heaven right there. And raisins. Raisins are good. People have mixed feelings about raisins. I like raisins sometimes. Although it's been a while since I've actually had them. Maybe I'll try them again later at some point to see. So, I'm finally happy I have a weekend of football where I do great at. This is a great manga chapter to hold us over for the next 2 weeks. And I had a mom food that I finally was able to talk about. I call that a win-win. Like, favorite, share, the subscribe button, follow me on the social media platform, YouTube. I'm very humble to make this video. For all you guys who watch and enjoy for me, hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday. And remember, if you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend it all to your back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.